Welcome to the Calculus, a collection of micro lectures, video lessons, and sample exercises. Let's apply the differentiation rules in computing the derivative of this given function. So our function this time is our cosine x is raised to the 9th power, or others will also write it in this manner. So it's just the same. So make sure if you will have something like this, you can express it into that where the exponent is on the cosine, because if the exponent is just here, that is for the angle itself. Okay, they are just the same. This is still an example of a composite function because you can express it in this manner. Your h of x is now x to the power of 9, and now your g of x is the trigonometric function cosine of x. Your f of x, where can be h of g of x, or in this case this notation, okay, is where this is substituted to the x here. That's why your cosine of x is all raised to 9. Now that we have illustrated this is really a composite function, let us look forward to the chain rule, as that is the rule to be used for deriving or differentiating composite functions. For f of x, which can be expressed as a composite function of h and g, or further into this form, its derivative is actually the derivative of the entire h of g of x times the derivative of our g of x, in this case the function inside the grouping symbol here. So we will have this formula, and before we go to our final form, let's write here the components one by one for us to be guided with all the necessary details. So the entire function is this. So we're going to treat this as 1 using only the rule for power, or the rule for differentiating a power. So we'll have n, that's 9, treating them as this as 1, cosine of x, and then n minus 1 or 9 minus 1. Okay? Because this is all, or the entire function of cosine is raised to 9, which gives us 9 cosine of x raised to the power of 8. Or then again, just like what I mentioned here earlier, the others will also write this as 9 cosine 8 power of x. Okay? Or also write as cosine of x to the 8th power. Okay? So this is its form. Now for g prime of x, our g of x here is just cosine of x. So simply take the derivative of cosine of x, and that's just simple as sine x. That's the derivative of cosine x. Now that both of these are now okay, so let's proceed now to the final form for the derivative of this composite function following the chain rule. First, this form, so you have 9 cosine 8 of x, and then times your g prime of x, which is negative sine of x. Take note, I am always using parentheses if I'm indicating multiplication, so that I will not be confused with signs and all other terms that need to be distributed if there are any. Final form, negative times 9 is negative 9 cosine 8x, and you have here sine x. Okay, so this is already okay as the final answer for this given function here. Take note, our h prime g of x is treating this as 1 using the power, and then for this entry inside the grouping symbol, we'll have this as g prime of x. Okay, so that is the result for this item. Thank you very much for watching. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now.